Hi everyone, I'm back with another book haul. It seems to have just randomly done this like 3 lots of book hauls in one go. Particularly not my intention. It's just the way orders have come in. I am going to apologise right now. This is big. Yeah. Oh, there's one down there. Oh, I did show that in the other one. I don't even know. I can't remember what I've shown now. I think I did show The Devils by Joe Abercrombie in the other one. But either way, that's down there. Right. Yeah, so this is the one I forgot in the last one, which was the Avengers Vision and the Scarlet Witch comic book. I don't know which one this is. So this is Giant Size Avengers 4 and Vision Scarlet Witch 1 to 4. Apparently it's all of them ones in this one. So, got that one. These are actually technically all for different videos that I've got planned. So you may be able to guess kind of what these are for. Then we have the Sandman 30th anniversary special editions. All 13 volumes by He Who Must Not Be Named. So this is Dream Country. I got these off eBay, by the way. No money actually went to, just clarifying. So that's Dream Country. The Doll's House. Preludes and Nocturnes. Don't fall. Why do we always have book hauls where books are falling on top of me? Why is this like such a common theme here? Anyway, as we were saying, what were we on? Brief Lives. Fables and Reflections. A Game of You. These are all in the wrong order. The Wake. World's End. The Kindly Ones. They are bringing out season 2. Endless Nights, which is the final season on Netflix. The Dream Hunters. This is really short. Why is the Kindly Ones like the size difference between these two is ridiculous. The Overture and the Seasons of Mists. It's about a guy. I have actually no idea what it's about. What's the first one? The Overture is the first one. Yeah. So it's that's a prequel. That's volume 1. Preludes and Nocturnes is volume 1's right. Here we go. I just want to give you a good synopsis of what this is about, in case you haven't, experienced this. So, it's an epic saga of the home of Morpheus, the King of Dreams, and his kin the Endless. It's a dark, enchanting world of dreams and nightmares. That's essentially what it is. It's like a descent into hell. I know in the show, Gwendolyn Christie is Lucifer Morningstar. See, I say Morgenstern because of the Shadowhunter one. Morningstar. Right, now we get into the actual books. I just thought I'd show you the graphic novels first. Well, there is more graphic novels. Just get into it. So, I have been collecting the Rutshire Chronicles. So this is Jump. So Rutshire Chronicles is, if you've seen Rivals on Disney Plus, that's essentially what it's about. So each one kind of mainly follows Rupert Campbell Black. But this one's about Etta Bancroft, who is a racing. She adores racing and harbours a crush on one of its stars, which is high-handed owner-trainer Rupert Campbell Black. When her bullying husband dies, Etta's selfish, ambitious children drag her from her lovely home in Dorset to live in a hideous modern bungalow in the Cotswold village of Willowwood. So I believe she kind of goes into the race. I have Riders and Rivals in another stack. But it's got that. It's all by Jilly Cooper. It's a very like raunchy kind of thing. Just what I want. Then we've got some Terry Pratchett books. So we've got Equal Rights, which is the third in the Discworld series, first in the Witches collection. It says, where does it say it? Where does it say women can't be wizards? This has no... Oh, wow. That's like his entire writings. I am in trouble. If I want to delve into him. No, that was wrong. If I want to delve into his writing, I am in big trouble. Then we've got The Light Fantastic. Don't ask why the covers are different, I don't know. I'm not going to read you the synopsis of these because it spoils it. I will read you the synopsis of The Colour Magic though, because this is the first one. So since the publication of The Colour of Magic in 1983, Terry Pratchett's Discworld, described by The Guardian as a sequel of an alloyed delight, now has 33 best-selling... Wow. He did not... he really did write like he was running out of time. Anyone get that reference? Anyway. As the American Publishers Weekly wrote in this first volume of the series, Rincewind, an inept wizard, takes on the job of shepherding a naive Archery Two-Flower. His world's first tour is through the series of increasingly hazardous and outrageous adventures. Assisting Rincewind's rather inconsistent powers is protecting Two-Flowers, the luggage, a sentient trunk that follows him through all manner of adversity on its 100 of little legs. Heroic barbarians, clonithink monsters, beautiful princesses, fiery dragons. They're all here, but none of them is doing business as usual. Okay, this sounds actually quite incredible, and I think I will be withstanding for all volumes of this. Where's Mort? Mort is here. So this is the fourth one in Discworld, the first one in the Death collection. Death comes to us all. When he came to Mort, he offered him a job. I love this kind of style. I like the old style, which is why I kind of bought them like that. Wow, this is already 8 minutes long and we're not even halfway through. Strap yourselves in. We have Masters of Sex. This is by Thomas Mayer. Yes, that is Michael Sheen on the cover. He was in the movie. Show. TV show. It wasn't a movie, it was a TV show. So it's based on the real life stories of sex researchers William Masters and Virginia Johnson. So before Sex in the City and Viagra, America relied on Masters and Johnson to explain the secrets of the bedroom. Why does this sound like that married couple thing that Lizzie and her husband did in Rivals? The nation's top experts on love and intimacy, the pair conducted groundbreaking research, much of it through direct observation of thousands of sexual encounters between hundreds of males and female subjects, that flung back the curtain on America's most intimate habits, correcting fundamental misconceptions about sexual behaviour and desire, drawing on interviews from the notoriously private Masters and the ambitious Johnson, acclaimed biographer Thomas Mayer, shows how this unlikely team changed the way we thought about it, talked about it, and engaged in sex. Entertaining, revealing, and beautifully told, Masters of Sex sheds the light on the eternal mystery of desire, intimacy, and the American psyche. I am weirdly intrigued. And yes, I wanted the cover with Michael Sheen on. I also have the DVDs for the show, so we'll see how that goes. Killing for Company, The Case of Dennis Nielsen by Brian Masters. This was an ITV drama called Des with David Tennant, and you're seeing a theme here. So, on February 1983, Dennis Nielsen was arrested at his Muswell Hill home after human remains had been identified as the cause of the street drain blockage. Lovely. Within days, he had confessed to 15 gruesome murders committed over a period of 4 years. His victims, all young homosexual men, had never been missed. Sounds a bit like, what's that American guy called? He did the same thing. Can't think of him. Sounds like him. I am intrigued. I did criminology. I have a diploma in criminology. So this does actually quite intrigue me. In a criminology way. And psychology way. I have a diploma in psychology as well. Call me intrigued. This is a very weird book haul. I have started to notice this. We've gone from Sandman, sex, middle grade, to murder. Moving on. We've got sci-fi next. The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick. This is slightly terrifying, okay. So, this is his acclaimed cult novel, and it gives us a horrifying glimpse of an alternative world, one where the Allies lost the Second World War. Love me a dystopian. In this nightmare dystopia, the Nazis have taken over New York, the Japanese control Japanese, sorry. I read Japanese and Chinese at the same time, and it came out weird. The Japanese control California, and the African continent is virtually wiped out. This is going to be quite uncanny to read, isn't it? A neutral buffer zone that divides the rival superpowers in America lives the author of an underground bestseller. His book offers a new vision of reality, giving hope to the disenchanted. Can other better worlds really exist? Apparently this is one of his best-selling fictions. I said Japan and Japanese at the same time. That's what happened there. This is going to be a bit weird. Might be the right time to read that. And then, going off kind of subject, here we have Mount by Julie Cooper. So this is another one of the Rookshire Chronicles. So this is Rupert Campbell Black is back and consumed by one obsession. That love rat, his adored grey horse, be proclaimed leading sire, the champion stallion of the cutthroat world flat racing. He is determined to trounce the stallion owned by his destined rival, Cosmos Rondolini? Jeez, look at that for a name. Which means abandoning his racing empire at the Penscombe and his darling wife, Taggy. Okay, I've just spoiled the entire series. Sorry. He marries Taggy. Oh, my book's kind of falling apart. I knew that was... I've spoiled the entirety of Cassandra Clare for myself already this month. Also another spoiler. My life seems to be going well with spoilers at the minute. Marries Taggy. I kind of saw that coming, actually, though. After watching Rivals. I wonder what happens to Tony, then. No. I wonder if you can spoil it by reading the back of these. Anyway, got this. This is Nye by Tim Price. This is about the guy Aneurin Bevan. Aneurin Bevan. He's Welsh. I should know how to say this. I might get my mum to have a look at that. I want to say it right. Michael Sheen is actually currently doing this for the National Theatre in Wales, which is amazing. He's already done this before as well. This is a play about the guy who campaigned at the coalfields leading the battle to create the NHS. I actually learned about him in medical history, history through time, and I adored this section of history. Like the bit about learning about people, and this is the play about him. I'm excited. I really want to annotate this as well. I actually want to go and see it. Whether I get to, though. It's next year. Right. Another play that Michael Sheen was in, called Under the Milkwood. This is by Dylan Thomas. I have no idea what this is about. In 1951, 2 years before his death at the age of 39, Dylan Thomas wrote the plan to complete a radio play, an impression for voices and entertainment out of the darkness of the town I live in, and to write it simply and warmly, comically with loads of movement and varieties of moods, and so that at many levels you know the town as an inhabitant of it. The work was Under the Milkwood. Oh, it's Welsh as well. It's a Welsh seaside village. I mean, why am I surprised it's Welsh? This is also an annotated edition, which is really neat. Not annotated by me, annotated by its previous owner. And it has things like a cutout and like little drawings in it. You know, stuff like they wouldn't use. I want to try and find that thing that I found where was it? Yes, like things like that where they would cut bits out of it, so they weren't going to say those things when they were performing. It's really neat. It really doesn't bother me. It looks really cool. T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland and Other Poems. I wanted it for The Wasteland specifically, but I do love poems. I've not read a lot of T.S. Eliot. So published in 1922, The Wasteland was the most revolutionary poem of its time, offering a devastated vision of modernized civilization between two world wars. So I'm excited to read and actually annotate maybe these as well. I used to annotate poems like it was nobody's business back in the day. I say back in the day, I was in high school when I used to do that. I haven't done any. I used to annotate conflict poems, so this might be right up my alley. We are 20 minutes in and we've still got 2 stacks left. We're going to go into a stack of Jilly Cooper. So, we have Tackle. Again, Rupert Campbell Black and his wife. Oh my god, that's depressing. I'm not reading that out loud. I'm not spoiling it for you. Well, he has a daughter. Sorry, I spoiled that, haven't I? Okay. His daughter is badgering him to buy the failing local football club, Siesta Rovers, so he can sign up her superstar striker boyfriend. These really need a good wipe down. Sorry, I spoiled that one. I'm doing a great job. Pandora. What's this one about? No picture ever came more beautiful than Raphael's Pandora, discovered by dashing young Lieutenant Raymond Belvedon in Normandy Chateau in 1944. She has cast a spell over his family, all artists and dealers, for 50 years. Hanging in a turret of their lovely Cotswold home, Pandora witnessed Raymond's temptress wife, Galena, both entertaining a string of lovers, giving birth to their 4 children, Jupiter, Alzarin, Jonathan, and super brat Sienna. Their exquisite stranger rolls up, claiming to be a long-lost daughter of the family, settling the three Belvedon brothers at each other's throats. Accompanying her is her fatally glamorous boyfriend, whose different agenda includes an unhealthy interest in the Raphael. During the fireworks part of the painting is stolen, the hunt to retrieve it takes the reader on a enthralling journey to Vienna, Geneva, Paris, New York, and London. After a nail-biting court case, record smashed, and old master sale at Sotheby's. Passionate love triumphs over Pandora is restored to her rightful home. Ooh, sounds fun. Oh, she has a DB. Oh yeah, it's Dame Jilly Cooper, isn't it? Oh, it's characters list. Nice. Yes, of course Rupert is in here. Why wouldn't he be? He's always everywhere. He gets everywhere, Rupert. I'm getting quite... There's animals. Badger. Oh, I remember Badger. Badger's in the show. Right, I will stop doing that. Oh god, you can... Right, let me do this. Then we have The Man Who Made Husbands Jealous. So this is about Lysander Hawkley, combined with breathtaking good looks and the kindness of hearts. He couldn't pass a stray dog, an ill-treated horse, or a neglected wife without rushing to the rescue. And with a neglected wife, the rescue invariably leads to ecstatic boinking. Ecstatic boinking. Wow. I wonder if this kind of involves what we've got going on in so Rupert's in this one as well with Lysander and Ronaldini, Rutshard's King Rat. This is going to be really weird. This stack is getting higher. Why is Appassionata so floppy? Look at this. It's good old paperback, that. Appassionata, which is Abigail Rosen, was the sexiest, most flamboyant violinist in classical music, but she was also the loneliest and most exploited girl. So she ends up being the Rutminster Symphony Orchestra. There's Viking O'Neill, who's a horn player. And then Raldinardi turns up as well. Oh, lordy. And Rupert and Taggy as well. A lot of Rupert. I'm wondering if this is all based around Rupert and Taggy. Polo. So this is Ricky Franz Lynch. He's moody, macho, magnificent. He has a large crumbling estate, 9-goal polo handicapped, and a beautiful wife who was fair game for anyone with a checkbook. Of course. He has the adoration of a 14-year-old called Perdita MacLeod. Perdita couldn't wait to leave her own dreary school and become a polo player. Polo sets were ritzy, wild, and gloriously promiscuous. Nice. These are very, very like... Oh, the font in this is strange. This is going to be interesting. Oh, Cameron Cook. Go back. Where was that? Cameron Cook is in this. Does that mean Tabitha? Oh, Tabitha is his daughter. No, his kids are going to pop up in the second season. Because I've seen pictures of the cast while filming. I want to know what the second season is based on. Is it just based on the second half of the second book? Because Riders is the first, Rivals is the second, Rivals is... so Declan's in here. It seems to be real. It's 11 books long, this series. I think murder's afoot. Wicked, which is weirdly bent. Wicked has a problem. So this is about two schools. Badgerley Hall and Larkster Minster Comprehensive. So Joanna Curtis is the young, feisty, highly attractive new head drafted in to save the failing Larkster Comp. She faces a daunting task. Pupils out of control, teacher the boys there, and the primed site has made target for greedy developers. So the school. So she is. See who's in here. I'm cute. I like finding out the characters now. I'm making this longer now by just doing this. So Rupert's in here. Rupert's just in the mall. So's Taggy. God, there's a lot of people in here. Wow. Okay, dokie. And the last one is Scott. This has ended up being a mass market paperback. So we got one hardback, one mass market paperback, and then the other one. This one's about Sir Roberto Rinaldi. And he's into seduce Tabitha. Whoa, what was that? I find weird stuff in my books all the time. So there you go. That's what I've just found in this. So this person got up to 126. I believe this is from Tunisia. Someone please actually say if that's from Tunisia. That's really cool though. Put that back in. Cool. Told you I found weird stuff in my box. I always do. Xavier Campbell? Ah, so Bianca, Eddie, Xavier. Tabitha, and Marcus. I think Tony's only in Rivals. Lord Declan O'Hara. What the hell? When did he become a lord? Okie dokie. Whoa. And the animals are still in there as well. Alright, okie dokie. Alright, this is a very long book haul. I am so sorry. I got the next stack. You've just caught my very nerding out over Jilly Cooper books. We've got some more Philip K. Dick. We got Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? This is Blade Runner. This is what Blade Runner originally was. So if you know what Blade Runner is, you know what this is. Ubik, which is about a guy. Someone died in the explosion orchestrated by his business rivals. But even as his funeral is scheduled, his mourning employees are receiving a bewildering message from their boss. It's like almost like a time warp. Not the time warp. It looks interesting. And then the Cosmic Puppets, which is the skinniest one I have. It's about a guy following his inner compulsions to return to the isolated, sleepy town of his birth. He has trouble to find that the place bears no resemblance to the one he left behind. Then we've got another graphic novel, which is Kickflip. This is about a non-binary person called Elliot. It's about self-discovery, skateboarding, and finding a community. And then we've got a stack of Sophie Lark books. This is the Brutal Prince series. So this is about the Griffins and the Gallows who are battling for control over Chicago's underworld for generations. They're a match made in hell. The Brutal Birthright series. Got Brutal Prince, Stolen Heir, Savage Lover. Got these at the works. Bloody Heart. Broken Vow, which I really like the cover to this one, and Heavy Crown. And last but not least, we have got Jeff Dunham's All By Myself, which is Walter, Peanut, Ahmed and me. So this is his kind of like autobiography, and I found this in it, which is pretty cool. So it's about him and his trunk full of dummies. I do really like Jeff Dunham. I went to see him live when he was at Manchester Co-op a few weeks ago, and he was amazing. I did get some merch as well, which, like, you know, Ahmed, Walter. I've got Peanut as well down here. He's behind the books, and I've got an Ahmed pillow back there. So I hope you enjoyed this really long haul and me rambling on about the Rookshire Chronicles. I'm just glad I've got all 11 books now. I'm excited to read it. It's a series I've been looking forward to for a little while, since like watching Rivals. So yeah, you could probably guess what these videos are. What are going to be coming up due to all of these books. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next video. Bye.